essentially finessed this guy into buying $90 worth of coke.
Okay.
And did it herself, and then went home with him, entertained him to go home with for her to like go back with him to the apartment and everything. And she was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like, I'm not down. Like, right now, I'm so tired. Like, can you Uber me home? Puts in the address to her boyfriend's house.
Damn.
Boyfriend's house. And he came upstairs all upset. And his roommate says this phrase, and I'll never forget it.
Okay.
He stands up and he was like, you know what my life mantra is? And he's like, BBT.
What is
bitches be trifling.
No, I like that.
He
BBT.
said bitches be trifling.
We go BAS. Bitches ain't shit.
Oh, not the bitches.
Again, raised to be soldiers in the gender war. Welcome back to Money, Marriage, and Media. Today we are with RPO Studios. Woman finessed man, then this happened. Oh boy. Well, look, one of the reasons why some of you may be wondering why we keep reviewing content with like younger women. The point, and they're not good at relationships, right? Okay, the point is that remember, one of the goals is we should be looking to lower the marrying age because that has several benefits. One of which is that with a lower marrying age, it means that you're going to reduce the number of baby mamas in our community. All right. But the downside is that, one of the things that I say we get wrong is the way we raise our kids. They're not maturing fast enough as far as relationships go. So we got to do a better job of that. This is why I highlight a certain age group of women, because we need to find out if how many women in this age group are marriageable. Right. So let's go ahead and get into the content and see what we got.
So what's up, you guys? This is Behind the Scenes with
Me.
What the fuck?
I was looking at
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Hello, this is Behind the Scenes with Chidera Anya. What's up? What's
All right,
good?
now you was about to tell me a story. What's good?
So let me tell you a story. This actually happened last
What's
weekend.
your free spirited self?
My free spirited self and my free spirited friend group. This was actually last weekend during the OSU Oregon game.
Okay.
Okay.
I just met this girl, so I'm living with this group of girls next year. And I just met this girl and everything. She's a fun time. And
Wait, what? Hold on. So you buy?
Huh?
Huh?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, never go.
She's just someone I'm like one of the 7 girls.
Oh,
I'm
she's
living
just a
with.
fun time. Meaning
She's
like
like
she's
a fun time.
She's
like free spirited.
good person.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, like a.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Okay. I may be too old. I'm too old for this conversation, clearly.
Fun person to be around.
Generally speaking, when someone says fun time, I don't know about you, but when us guys say fun time, they mean something completely different.
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay,
no,
go on.
I'm straight. But
Okay, so it's not just me then.
she essentially finessed this guy into buying $90 worth of coke.
Okay.
And did it herself, and then went home with him, entertained him to go home with for her to like go back with him to the apartment and everything. And she was just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. Like, I'm not down. Like, right now, I'm so tired. Like, can you Uber me home? Puts in the address to her boyfriend's house.
Damn.
Boyfriend's house. And he came upstairs all upset. And his roommate says this phrase, and I'll never forget it.
Okay.
He stands up and he was like, you know what my life mantra is? And he's like, BBT.
What is
bitches be trifling.
No, I like that.
He
BBT.
said bitches be trifling.
We go BAS. Bitches ain't shit.
Oh, not the bitches.
Again, raised to be soldiers in the gender war. So much stuff is wrong with this. First off, you got this girl in this story where she feels like she has to take advantage of the opposite gender. Why? She probably learned that from somewhere. She had to pick it up, because you don't just. That's not something that you figure out on your own. Somebody had to teach it to you. That people don't hold enough value for you to respect them, because that's all that is. And then this guy, he's saying the same thing. They're just both hurt people going after the opposite gender.
Just ain't shit.
Bitches ain't shit.
Yeah.
BAS.
Bitches be trifling.
Yes. That is.
And that stuck with me because that is my group of friends.
Yes. Most.
We do finesse.
So it's her too then. She just told on herself, willingly or subconsciously. But the question is that why do you feel you need to do that? Now, do you guys think he's actually going to ask that? Probably not.
Y'all, it's. I wouldn't even call it finesse. I would call it, that's just who y'all are. And that's why I don't get upset. I just understand women for who they are. Just selfish creatures. They look out for them. They do what's best for them. And guys generally do what's best, period.
Anyway.
Women, like I said, tend to do what's best for them in the moment, that type of thing. Guys, long-term thinking, think a little bit more long-term. They generally do what's best and not what's best for them. And what I'm telling myself, because it's hard to get that out of you, just do what's best for you. Girls are doing what's best for them. Do what's best for you.
We're doing what's best for us.
Yes.
Especially me and my friends. We're living life. Demon time.
Demon time. And then just to end this video, when it comes to the sugar daddy shit, so for you and your friend group, I don't know necessarily you, but you and your friend group, are y'all all like dealing with like fucking sugar daddies in a sense, or not even sugar daddies, niggas who got money or people who got money?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So money is, I guess, a big factor in if you can deal with you or not, or have you actually dated or been with someone that doesn't have no money?
I've been with two guys that didn't have as much money.
For real?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that kind of like the guys that we end up meeting, like it's not something like we know off the bat. It kind of just comes up in conversation that ends up being the case.
Okay, like what? Like what are some factors real quick?
I think that
like not having your own place, like
no, not even that. It comes up kind of like I think that's kind of what you end up seeing. So like I was like involved with Greek life. Okay. And so a lot of the guys who were in fraternities and everything, they either seemed like or they did have a lot of money. Okay. And that ended up coming up just because like we'll be talking about things like dues and things like that, and then it'll be like, oh, I'm paying like $2,000 or something a semester. Okay, so I'm guessing if they complain about it, you like, oh, you broke. Like what are the factors? Sometimes the opposite. Like sometimes they'll be like, oh, like I'm paying $2,000 and everything. Like it's like a petty $2,000. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gotcha. Whereas like some guys will like that's like the type of like money that'll like stress them out. Like, oh my god, I have to pay like $2,000, and then it's just like, okay, they're really working for their like they have to really work for their money. But some of them will like nonchalantly complain, I have to pay $2,000 a semester, like poor me, type of mentality. And then okay, like they have the money and they're very open about like, oh, my parents like pay for it 100%. Like they don't care. Like, and then for you personally, if you look at someone and you dating them and you find out they broke as fuck, are you less attracted to them? I'm not less attracted to them, but my whole thing is I hope that they want to make something out of themselves.
So the question then is that the guys that she's talking to, are they leading with their wallet? Supposedly on the internet, that's a big no-no. I agree it is, because you should lead with character. Just because you're in control of your character. You might not always be in control of your money. Down economy means that there are less jobs available, which means that your high-paying job might be at risk. And then if you're losing that source of income, which is what you led with throughout the relationship, the amount of time you have to regain your woman's respect is fading fast. Whereas if you're leading with character, I'm always in charge of my character. Now, does that mean it can't go down? No. But if it does go down, then I'm choosing that. I choose when that happens. But most guys who lead with character, they rarely lose it. Something to think about, though, right? But it's funny because they're having a conversation, and clearly she is aligning herself with men who lead with money. That's why we're having a finesse conversation, because those are the type of guys that she goes for. The real question is that, is she looking to get married? You guys sound off in the comments as to if y'all think that or not. Let's keep going.
Okay.
They don't have, we don't have, because at the end of the day, the way I see it, no matter what, my dad's a surgeon and everything. So no matter, the way I see it is he was an immigrant and everything. So no matter what money.
Wait a minute. You said there, okay, you raised the daughter of a surgeon. Okay, so you know what? That's a piece of the puzzle right there. So already she is previewed to an upper class lifestyle. Now they're starting to make more sense. Okay, why the men around her are leading with their wallet? Because the higher up you move in society, the more important it is that you display certain characteristics, especially when you're young. That also explains why she's around guys who are, not caring about things because their family is just going to take care of it. Makes sense now. But the real question again, is she marriageable? Well, we're going to find out. Let's see.
Your family has, that's not the money you yourself have. Us as college kids, it's just your parents may be helping you pay for things. My parents helped me pay for a lot of things and everything. But I know myself, yes, I work, but I'm not making $500K and everything. And so it's just one of those things where if we're both going
she has
through
a job, okay,
similar situations despite what our backgrounds may be and everything. But if you have goals and ambitions for yourself, that makes me more attracted to you, that you want to make something out of yourself.
Okay. So keywords, key takeaways real quick. I guess don't talk about your money. Goddamn.
I guess don't talk about your money.
Yeah, and then
don't.
Have ambition, have drive and goals and things that you want to.
Yeah. Discovery always trumps disclosure. Don't brag about your money and all this other stuff. It's distasteful.
Yeah, and have it for you. Don't have it for, I want to do this so I'm thought of as more attractive for other women. That may be a thought that goes through your mind, but make your first priority should always be yourself at the end of the day.
I like what you said, but I still disagree. Do whatever motivation you need to get it done. That's my motto. So if you need the motivation to, oh damn, I just want to fuck a lot of bitches, and that's your motivation to literally propel you to be the best version of yourself, use that shit. If you just want it for yourself and then that's the motivation you use to get that, use that shit. Whatever motivation you need to get there, that's what I.
As long as you're motivated. That's I think at the end of the
exactly.
day.
Yeah, whatever you need to get it done is what I'm saying.
I guess I don't really need to know your reasons. Just as long as you're motivated and you want to do something, then do it. I'm gonna respect you more for.
Here's the problem with that is that I get what they're saying, because there has to be a tipping point. We have to reach, if women today are complaining about the lack of ambition with guys, then there's got to be a tipping point, meaning that we first have to get guys to be more ambitious before we start dissecting the reasons why they are. That can come later, but first we've got to get the drive there. So I agree, because that is if that's a major problem that women are complaining about, then that's where we have to go with it. But we're almost done here. Let's keep it going though, because my initial assessment, my initial thoughts, I may be changing my mind about the marriageable question. I don't know. Let's wait and see, because we're almost done.
For it, to be honest.
Well, there you guys have it from a female's perspective. Where can they find you?
They can find me on my Instagram at Chinera with 3 A's.
Okay. Let's
is.xo.
All right, and this is behind the scenes, so you're not even catching this on YouTube unless I post it on YouTube. But I might not.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, clearly. But here's the thing. Daughter of a surgeon. She's obviously she's still in college. The fact that she's working though, so even though she comes from a family of that's well to do, she's still working her way. She still has a job in college, which speaks to some kind of responsibility there. Now, unfortunately, those are good characteristics. That speaks to her character, that her parents are imposing things. She knows that she's not supposed to be making a lot of money right now, which means that she's somewhat grounded. The thing that's throwing me off, though, is you are who you hang around. And unfortunately, she told that story about the girl abusing the guy. Well, if you're hanging out with a girl like that, guess what? You're guilty by association. So, the good news is that after college, a lot of things change. You're not around the same group of people, simply because you guys go in different directions. If you actually went to college to do something, chances are after graduation, you're going to move away from people who weren't trying to do the same things. This is the whole thing about when you're she mentioned the Greek life. Well, that's the curse and the benefit of it. It's because the curse is that you're forever associated with these people. So if they have low character, low morals, yeah, you're stuck with that. The good thing is that you're forever connected to these people. So if you're around the right people, then you forever maintain that connection to those individuals. And a lot of times it can come at a great benefit. Hopefully there are enough people around her that she can maintain a level of integrity and not be judged as much. But I think that she could be that she has the potential to definitely get married. She's an attractive young lady. She's in shape. She comes from a well-to-do family, which usually means that she has some experience with what do you call it? It's not necessarily status, but she has experience with. I'm not sure how to put this. There is a benefit to dating people of. This is gonna make me sound classist, but there is an advantage to dating people of higher, who are more accustomed to higher status. The main one is that they know how to behave in social situations, right? Not low class people. Yeah, I already made a video about this. You got to stay away from low quality woman. I won't say low class, because she has the potential to being a higher quality woman. Just because, again, my dad's a surgeon, so I know that there are certain expectations of me in public. That's what I was trying to say. Because for guys, this is a major issue. We don't want you to embarrass us in public. But again, it doesn't seem like she's going against that now just because you're in the environment of college. And there are, oh boy, college experience. We're not even going to go there. The point is that I do think she's marriageable. Again, we've got, she's attractive, right? She maintains, she has a grounded personality. Because why do I say that? Again, because she has a job in college. But you come from a father who's a surgeon, which means that more than likely dad's paying for school. But again, her parents have said more than likely her parents are the reason why she has that job. It's like, we're not just gonna pay for you to school and you just go and party all the time. So I think she's well on her way to I definitely think she would qualify for at least an average man, depending on what she does with the next. I'd say probably in the next couple of years, like 3 or 4 years, will determine if she's going to qualify for somebody who is above average. But that really just depends because looks and being grounded is not enough to get you there. We got to see how she's going to become an asset to the man that she would want to marry, and as if she even wants to get married. There could be several ways. It just depends on what type of guy. I think that she is. It's going to take her a couple of years to get there, just because of who she's hanging around now. She's going to have to, I don't think she's mature enough to be married now, because again, you are who you hang around, and she has chosen to associate with people who are out there finessing guys for cocaine. You know, if he pressed her on it, she would probably say, well, that's not me. I'm not really trying to do that. But you're hanging around people who are. So it is what it is. But guys, let me know what you think in the comments. This is an interesting video because, you know, we can see the, what do you call it? There are, how do I put this? The beginnings or the initial stages of someone who the potential. There is potential there. Whether or not she chooses to grow that potential, we won't know until at least until I'd say probably if she's in college, she's probably 21, maybe even 20. We probably won't know it for another 8 years, maybe. Just because that cocaine story, she's probably got more stories like that, where her and her friends is finessing some guy or taking advantage of somebody. So yeah, it might be, 8, maybe even 10 years before that potential actually grows or diminishes. So unfortunately, that's where we're at. But guys, I'm gonna say goes to the next time. Peace.